And the beat goes on for Joe Duffy's picks off yet another winning Friday. We are 12-4 with all Wise Guy plays in college and the NBA. Get 5 college basketball winners, led by 2 Wise Guy plays. Plus, you've now got 2 NBA. The offensive and the defensive efficiency stats that we reveal will leave you completely speechless. OffshoreInsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Now, here are some news and notes for Saturday's action. Wisconsin and Michigan. Wisconsin, the number 2 offensive efficiency team in the entire nation at 122.8 points per 100 possessions, a big edge over Michigan at 101.6. Iowa State and Texas Tech. Tech has the second worst margin of cover in the nation at minus 5.9 points per game, or sweat barometer, some people like to call it. They're 5-9 against the spread for the season, but actually only 3-9 their last 12. 4 times in their last 9 games, they have failed by at least 17 points against the spread. Davidson and George Mason. Davidson 12-2 against the spread by 6.6 points per game. Their sweat barometer is second in the nation. In fact, they're 12-1 their last 13. Mason has dropped 3 of 4 against the spread. Their only cover during that stretch was by 1.5 points. Kentucky and South Carolina. The Wildcats, the number 1 defensive efficiency team in the entire nation, allowing just 81.7 points per 100 possessions. South Carolina, though, pretty strong at 91.1. That is 21st in the nation, so take a long look at that total. USC against Oregon State. Oregon State, the best margin of cover in the nation, 13-4 by 7 points per game against the spread, covering their last 2 by an average of 15 points per game. UC Riverside and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Riverside getting 91% of the bets, which is very unusual for a big dog, and that is with the offshore and Vegas sports books. Our outlaw contacts say that UCR is actually getting more than the usual amount for a big puppy as well. So because that qualifies as a sharp versus square, our free pick for today will be going with Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Again, Cal Poly is your free pick. San Diego State and Colorado State. San Diego State, number 2 defensive efficiency team in the nation, allowing 83.5 points per 100 possessions to 96.6 for Colorado State, which is 91st in the nation. Citadel and VMI, certainly a contrast in style. Citadel, 3rd worst at 349 on defensive efficiency, allowing a whopping 117.1 points per 100 possessions. But VMI not much better at 260. They allow 105.1. VMI, though, the most up-tempo team in the land, getting 78.9 possessions per game. However, Citadel is 349th in pace at 58.6. Now, some NBA notes. Knicks and Hornets, both teams are playing back-to-back and 3 games in 4 days. Theory by some is that they'll be a little lethargic, which could mean an under theory by some, not necessarily by us. Sixers and the Grizzlies. Philadelphia playing back-to-back in 3 games in 4 days while Memphis is rested. Since 2011, home favorites of 15 or more, 39-20. And the 17-9 when they're playing an unrested team. Philadelphia, though, 11-1 as road underdogs off losses, home underdogs. Detroit and Milwaukee, 86% of the betting public is betting the Pistons, a top public play in the NBA. Remember, folks, the Power 620 sports services behind each and every play on the Master Lock line at offshoreinsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com.